I should know I can keep in mind while we're flowing a little bit. And we are recording now. So this will be in our Patreon account. So feel free to head over to Patreon if you're not a patron already, and you can get a lot of these recordings since we've started. For those of you who just come in, I'm going to have no music on my end, but here are two links from YouTube, some cool vibey music that I think would be great. And at the end, I'll play some sound bowls for you all. Yeah, there's no other requests. We'll get started here in just a minute or so. I thought tonight's theme, just inspiration, would be um, calm and gratitude and really just checking in. So being the observer, just noticing what happens, what comes up. I think that would be a really great um, thing to lead with tonight. Awesome. Some love on our neck and our shoulders. Got it. It's a busy day. Busy day. Hello, everyone. It's great to be here with you. Cool. Thanks for joining in. And we may have some stragglers come in, but you're never too late to start. Pain in foot. Ooh, foot stretches. You got it. That sounds really good, actually. Cool. So put on some music if you'd like. Get your fur babies. If you want some water, I have candles lit for us. And we'll go ahead and get started. Let's get started on our backs. So tonight is a slow flow. We'll have plenty of time to pause in certain poses and plenty of time to rest at the end. But getting started on our backs tonight. This is Sushi, my baby girl. Sushi, Sushi. She's going to be my assistant. And as you arrive to this space, notice what it feels like to just rest. Knowing that you have a little bit of movement, or at least an invitation coming up to move. So in this little moment here, what does it feel like to maybe finally let go? Maybe the first time today you've had this moment, this opportunity to just pause and just reflect for whatever the day held for you. With the legs extended or the legs bent. See if you can just notice your breath. Again, this theme of being the observer. Deep breath in, deep breath out. If the eyes feel safe to be closed and they're not already, go ahead and close the eyes. Just allow the body and the mind just this few more moments to come together. If you'd like to set an intention, then this is a great time to do that.
Just to relax.
Maybe you also have a theme for the day of what you want to bring to your space. What made you show up to come to your mat or your blanket or your chair tonight? Maybe it's just to be present and to practice that. And as we begin to check in, that the muscles of the face are relaxed and the shoulders are relaxed and the neck feels like it's lengthening. The body's beginning to feel heavier into the ground. And just slightly deepen the breath a little more. A little fuller into the belly, expanding to the sky, and exhale, even out of the mouth. We'll do that 3 times, cleansing breath together. Inhale, full belly, full chest. And exhale. Twice more on your own. Great. And seal the lips, and we'll return the breath to the nostrils, in and out, just as full, just as soft. And this time add in the arms. So as you inhale, lift the arms to the sky. They may even drop behind your head. And exhale, hands come right back towards the hips. And you'll flow to your own breath, so feel free to shorten or lengthen it. We'll do about 2 more rounds, just like this. No rush tonight. Inhale. Exhale. Relax somewhere else in the body for our last breath cycle. Inhale. Exhale. And we'll all meet with our knees bent towards the sky first, and then we'll pull the knees towards the chest. Yeah. And rock those knees left to right. A little twist check in. Drop the knees all the way to the right. They don't have to be perfectly stacked, so feel free to unwind the legs or even put a pillow between them. Just a little twist of the spine. If you'd like, you can look past that left shoulder. And already practicing when the external, even our body being external, is in a weird, twisty shape or situation, we still try to maintain this breath. This is the thing, the root of this practice. We come back towards center with the knees very gentle and over to the other side. One side may be much more open than the other, and that's okay. Let's just notice. Notice what the body is communicating. And in time, coming back to center, knees in towards the chest. Go ahead and lift those heels up to the sky, toes towards your face. You can point and flex the feet, check in with the feet here. Notice how the tops of the feet stretch, and then behind the legs stretches. And then begin a couple ankle circles in each direction. Crossing the right knee over the left, and then bend through the knees. If you'd like, you can bring the knees in towards the chest. It'll be rather intense at first. Keep it really easeful tonight. And we'll unwind, feet towards the sky, left knee on top of right. Pull the shins towards the chest. Wherever the hands reach is great. And we'll cross the ankles and either rock up and down to come onto hands and knees, or roll over with me and press on up. We're going to go right into cat-cow. So go ahead and get on hands and knees, check in with the wrists. Cool. And drop into your cat-cow. So the belly pulls towards the ground as we look up and back. And as we exhale, we round through the spine. Back of the heart domes towards the sky. Drop the head. And we'll go back and forth like this. If anything else is calling your name, go ahead and do it. Maybe it's stretching to one side, then the other, rolling through the neck. Really fun, free moments, free movement. That breath long and smooth as you keep playing. What has your body been asking for all day? Go ahead and do that thing. If you're doing something on one side or one direction, go ahead and switch. Cool. And when you're ready, we'll come to a neutral tabletop. Wrists are right underneath our own shoulder points, checking in. Roll those shoulder blades down the spine, broaden through the collarbones. So those inner elbows are shining forwards, the elbow points are shining back, and the heart's pulling forward. So in yoga, it's not always talked about so deliberately, but it feels like we're always doing more than one thing. So the heart's pulling forward. What else is pulling forward? The crown. But what's pulling back in energy? The tailbone, the shoulder blades are pulling back. So doing both, there's this balance. Now find that engagement through the center. Belly button pulls back to spine. And on your next inhale, tuck your toes and lift the hips, downward facing dog. Stretch through the back of the legs. You can pedal the feet. You can wag your tail, but think of the hip points coming higher, higher to the sky. Lots of space. One more inhale here. On your exhale, find a neutral down dog with the heels reaching towards the ground a bit more, maybe by bending the knees. Look in between your hands, and we'll slowly tiptoe to halfway lift. So you may need to come higher with the hands, tippy tip fingers or blocks, or even something sturdy nearby. And exhale, forward fold. Widen your feet stance, giving more space for our bodies to drop down. Again, super bent knees is wonderful here. And then allow the shoulders to actually relax. Take the weight out of the hands unless they're supporting you. Just allow yourself to hang. Hips are pulling towards the sky, even with bent knees, but everything above that just tries to hang. Shake the head yes, shake the head no. Hands to shins or block, halfway lift, shoulders pull back, belly button to spine. Slowly exhale, forward fold. As we inhale, root to rise, come all the way to the top. Arms lift, and exhale, hands to heart center. Cool. And we're here with our wide stance with our feet. Create little hip circles, like little SpongeBob, bring it around town circles. And this one's so great because you can feel different parts of the body firing up, what stretches, what gets some heat going. And then go the other direction. Beautiful. And then we'll heel toe those feet together. So putting our weight into our left foot. Going to come to the tops of the right toes. So this will stretch the tops of the feet, but you determine how intense or not that sensation is for you. It might feel good to bring the balls of the feet down, stretch through the feet that way. And before we exit, some ankle circles in each direction, just a few. And we'll just go to the other side. The weight goes into the right foot, tops of the left toes to the ground. Deep stretch, the top of the ankle, top of the feet. But we bring in that smooth breath to this, even to this moment. Bringing the balls of the feet down. And then the circles with the ankles. Cool. And let's meet at the top of the mat once again. Into your Tadasana. Find length through the spine. Find some engagement through the core. So our belly button, again, that holding in our center, that stability. And as we inhale, arms lift on up to the sky. And exhale, dive down, forward fold. As we inhale, find that flat back sensation. And as we exhale, only plant the hands. On your next inhale, step back to plank. Always can bring the knees down. And as we exhale, belly comes to the ground for our chaturanga. As we inhale, take a back bend of choice. Maybe it's a mini cobra, back of the neck pulls back in space. And exhale, push up to downward facing dog. Great. Pedal out the feet here. And we'll meet in stillness in 2 more breaths. Spend the time for what's calling you the best movement or stillness or mixture. And when you're ready, drop the heels with your final exhale. As you inhale, look in between the hands. You can hop, step, float, halfway lift. And exhale, dive down, forward fold. We inhale, root to rise, come all the way to the top. Power through the legs. And exhale, hands to heart center. Amazing. Now, at your top of your mat or your yoga space, dip your weight into that left foot once again. And we're going to tick-tock that feeling into a warrior 3. So the right heel comes back in space. All of a sudden, the same halfway lift muscles are kind of even stronger in this version of the posture. Relax the shoulders. Feel the heat, feel the warmth. Grab onto something if you need to. We're here for 3, for 2, and on 1, gently drop the back foot. We're going to set up for warrior 2. So that may mean to widen your stance or shorten the stance. So find where your hips and your body feel grounded and powerful, and there's no pain or really any strain, especially through the knees. But the hips are open on this diagonal at least. And then we'll practice rolling the shoulders up and back behind us for warrior 2. We look past the front fingertips and squeeze the legs together. Aha. Aha. Embodying this strength, this power. On your next inhale, flip your palm, reverse your warrior, reach up and reach back. Exhale, extended side angle, left forearm to left thigh. You can also just bring your hand to your knee if that feels better. Come back to warrior 2 on an inhale. And as you exhale, we can cartwheel down to that vinyasa, or just come straight to downward facing dog. Going kind of in a slower motion, finding my chaturanga to the floor. Inhale for back bend of choice. And exhale, downward facing dog. We will all meet. 2 more deep breaths. Exhale, drop the heels just a bit. Inhale, look in between the hands, hop, step, float, halfway lift. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, root to rise, come all the way to the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. Cool. We're going to take our hands behind us. And so you can interlace the fingers if that feels okay. And if it doesn't, you can grab a shawl, a shirt, or just hold the arms behind you. But we're going to find this wide-legged forward fold once again. We've been here before. But option to bring the hands behind you any amount, opening up through the shoulder. A little discomfort is definitely part of the package, but we shouldn't feel pain. So use your discernment. See what you notice. Relax the spine. When you're ready, release the arms. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, come all the way to the top. And exhale, hands at heart center. Cool. This time we're going to dip our weight into the right foot. The left heel will come back. Find your version of warrior three. This is a power pose. This is balancing strength, discipline, but all of it requires grace. So we're only practicing tonight. Take a deep inhale. We accept the shakes, the wobbles, the falls. Exhale it all out. One more inhale. And as we exhale, we gently drop the back foot and set up for warrior two on this side. Shoulder blades roll down the spine. The feet pull towards one another. Inhale, flip your front palm, reverse. And exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, back to warrior two. And exhale, take that cartwheel down to your chaturanga and go to downward facing dog or maybe child's pose. 2 breaths here. Reset. Cool off a bit. Look in between the hands. Hop, step, float, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Come all the way to the top. And exhale, hands to the heart. Now this time we're going to dip our weight into the left foot and find tree pose. Kickstand, calf, or higher with that standing foot. This is a great moment also where you can hold on to a chair or couch or something sturdy or the wall and see what works for you. So we can still gain a lot of balance even through holding on to props. They're here to serve us. So to calm it down a bit, you can look at a speck on the wall or the floor. But see if you can relax yourself, increase your balance, take some little bit of a discipline here in this posture. You may wander and waver and fall. Just stay right here. Stay right there. When you're ready, go ahead and dip on out. Yeah, shake it out. Any of the poses so far that feel good, maybe stretching the tops of the feet, ankle circles. When you're ready, we'll just shift the weight into the other side. Finding tree pose and observing. How does this side differ from the other? What does the temperature of my body feel like as I'm trying this? How do I respond? A little bit longer. Great, and then we'll go ahead and drop down, shake it out, roll it out. Take a little inventory in your head of what came up. Come to the top of your mat as we inhale, arms lift on up. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Last time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to all fours. Getting settled here once again, checking the fingertips are wide and the wrists are under the shoulders. And then we'll kick that left heel into the sky, keeping the engagement through our center. Drop the left hip so it's in line with the right. If you feel any hiking up like that, go ahead and drop it down. Hold here, pulsate for couple beats. And then when you're ready, we'll go ahead and step that foot in between the hands. You can come higher on the fingertips. You can move your legs into place. As you feel ready, we're going to lift up. Another balancing pose, so take your time, settle in. And check this out. That back foot is going to come on the diagonal. So it's a grounded warrior two, arms extend side by side. Inhale to reverse your palm. Reverse that warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. And again, exhale, extended side angle. Back to warrior two. And as you exhale, you can take a vinyasa if you'd like. The rest of us are going to take our hands inside of that foot, walk the foot out, and set up for a lizard. Stay here. After let's say 2 or 3 breaths that this feels okay, you can lift the left hand up, maybe even reach back behind you. Think of the left shoulder leading the way, guiding where the arm lands. And if you'd like the foot to come towards the hand, it can, and maybe it touches, maybe it doesn't. Getting a little deeper into the quads as well as the hip flexors. These areas get so chronically tight. So hold. Come out of it whenever you need to, of course. And find that deep, soothing breath and think of the exhale taking the tension out, making more space. That back hand is with that back foot, gently release. Both hands inside the foot, shift the hips back, half splits. Bring the left toes up to the sky as you pull the left hip back in space. Maybe a little humble bow. As you inhale, come back to your low lunge. And exhale, we'll meet in child's pose. Drop the hips back or keep them high if that space feels better, but see if you can lay your chest, your head down. Check back in with your intention and bring that back to your mind. If it's wandered off anywhere, check in with your breath. When you're ready, we'll meet back on hands and knees. And this time, the right heel will kick up into space, belly button to spine. Stay here, pulsate. And then that right foot comes in between the hands. Once you've found your foundation, press on up, keeping shoulders low. Exhale to steady. This time, the back left foot comes out on a diagonal and we open it for warrior two. Shoulder blades pull together and down, relaxing. Inhale, reverse your palm, reverse. And we'll flow just like the other side, back to warrior two, extended side angle. And let's do that 2 more times, give or take. Moving to the pace of your own breath. You set the pace. We'll meet back in a warrior two. And exhale, take that vinyasa. Or keep your hands inside that leg. Walk the right foot out, set up for your lizard on this side. Checking in. What's the body saying? Option to stay here, bring the right hand up into a twist. Maybe it reaches back. Maybe the foot reaches back. All these options. but surrender just a little bit, nowhere near your edge, a little more ease. Go ahead and release the back foot if you have it bound. And we'll shift the hips back, half splits. Right toe to the sky as the right hip pulls back in space. Maybe again that humble bow. Coming back to a low lunge. If you'd like to take another sun A, another vinyasa, go for it. The rest of us are going to go into puppy pose. So if you want to walk back just a little bit with the limbs and then extend the hands forward with the hips staying high. If you'd like to go any deeper, you can come on top of your fingertips or maybe even blocks with straight arms and pressing the chest towards the ground. This is also really yummy to do against a wall, and I love to do this at work. Amazing. Tucking the toes as the hands come back towards the body. We're going to sit on our heels. It can be really intense, so if it's too much, you can take some weight out by coming back onto your fingertips. But to a good degree, we'll lean into the feet and give them a nice stretch. The hands can stay in your lap, or as you inhale, expand them out to a T, and exhale, left arm under the right arm. Pull your right bicep towards your chest. Whenever you feel calm, we'll just switch sides. Beautiful. Rolling through the wrists as we come to unwind. Back on hands and knees. Untuck those toes and we'll pitter patter to release. And then bring the knees forward, crossing through the shins. Come to lay down on your bum, or on your back rather. Yay. And bring those feet back up to the sky. If you'd like to take your last few poses, especially your Shavasana, at the wall, that can be really yummy to take that version, just lean the legs against the wall, especially after a long day, just really lets things loosen up. But until then, we'll cross the right knee over the left once again, bend through the knees, pull on the knees, shins, ankles, anything within reach. And still breathe. Relax the face. We'll start to unwind the legs, come to the other side. Left knee on top, a gentle pulling towards the face. Keeping the tailbone flush with the ground. Great. And then we'll bring the knees wide, separate now for happy baby. So the soles of the feet come to the sky. And grab on again to knees, shins, ankles, feet, big toes. Stillness or in play. And if there's any other pose that's calling your name, go ahead and do it. I think the final set here would be bridge pose. It'd be really nice to strengthen the back line of the body. So those ankles will come under the knees, hips with distance. We'll relax the upper body, nice long spine as we inhale, tucking the pelvis. So it's like the belly button's trying to arch to your heart, if you will, as the hip points lift on up. See if the knees can stay in line for the most part. And lift up. The chest will come towards the chin, but leave the skull exactly where it is. Stay here for 3, 2, and on one vertebra at a time, roll back down, keeping the tucking along the way. And let's just crisscross those legs left to right. Want to move through another happy baby. If you're ready for stillness, we'll go ahead and melt now. I want you to think of an affirmation to give yourself, even if it's, hey, it's Monday and I got through the day, or hey, I helped that one person, or hey, I was brave enough to ask for help today. I am strong, I am wonderful, I am present. I'm going to switch off the Bluetooth so you can hopefully hear the sounds. And here I invite you, friends, to be guided and be held and give yourself full permission to allow your body to truly relax. And everything you have to do for the rest of the night or tomorrow, for the rest of your week, it will still be there, and we respect that as well. But right now, for just a few more moments, we give permission to just be. Repeat those intentions and repeat those affirmations. And as you notice that your mind wanders, we accept that too. That's part of meditation. That's part of the human brain and experience. And we'll just, say, hey, I noticed that. And right now I'm going to just let my mind focus on these words I chose. Everybody take a deep inhale, slow. And we'll begin with the bowls on your exhale. Shavasana. Some people believe that our ancestors' wildest dreams were of rest. I want us not only to work for a better world, but to rest for one as well. The rest that provides insight, creativity, and harmony. You'll next hear the sound of the metal singing bowl, calling the spirit more fully present into the body, your temporary temple. And if you require more rest, please stay as long as you need to. If you're ready to add movement to the body, just deepen your breath. And we'll slowly begin to move fingertips and toes, distant parts of us, and then allow those movements to grow inward. If you choose to enclasp in a seat, please very mindfully make your way there. And as you arrive with the spine supported and long, the crown reaching up, the pelvis reaching low, arms and legs relaxed and heavy, the heart's pulling forward, the shoulders pulling back. Allow a faint smile to cross your face, the corners of your mouth just turn up just a little, even if it's fake. Very slowly bring hands to heart center. We bow the head, giving thanks to the practice and to one another. From my heart to yours, I hope you have a beautiful evening and a beautiful week. Thank you. Namaste and stay light. All the yummy things. I hope you feel amazing because you are amazing. Yeah, if you have any feedback, if you have any questions, you can come to the chat. It's so cool to see some of these familiar names. It's really nice to practice with you all again. Yeah, really, really sweet. Getting through those shoulders, getting through those hips. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Jen. It can make a big difference when you have to sit a lot and it's chronic postures, right? Whether it's sitting in a chair at a computer or postures in yoga, we just need the balance. So I'm hoping this series really serves this new group that now I'm way more familiar with. Y'all are amazing. You're amazing for existing, and I know you're going to take this and go out into the world and do amazing things and be really kind, and that's how we're going to change it all. Yeah, Soul and Bree, thank you. So I'm going to try to throw this on Patreon tonight. If you're not a patron, go ahead and head over to Patreon. The link's in my Instagram bio, but it's $5 a month and supports
um, give back, but also you get links like this and access to the on demand library. But thank y'all. If you need anything from me, please reach out. Stay light, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Thank y'all. So much love. So much love. See you next time.